For Montreal, the first half of this season was about putting the league on notice. They've sent a great, clear message that they are not slowing down anytime soon. Up next. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Hi everyone, this is Kevin. And with most of the season in the books, the power rankings have really taken shape. You take a look at Las Vegas. They're stuck in the same spot, but still a top 10 team.
You know, for Las Vegas, they were billed as a team to watch. And they've had some great wins this year. And they have a real chance to continue moving up that list.
Here are the starters for Las Vegas. D out there with D. Then it's White. Then it's ABC. And it's Farrell in at the point. And for Montreal, they've got Šarić. Malone is out there with Parker. Then there's Erickson. And it's Booker in at the point guard position. Just 5 on the clock. Here's White and Parker with the block. Erickson outside. Over Mack. They get the rebound, and that one's good. Parker.
Straight up effort gets him those points. That's what it's all about on the offensive glass.
Greg, if your system overall for these teams, if the schemes don't seem to be working, how much can you really change before you get to the offseason, or in particular, before you get to the playoffs?
It's never easy. A system change would come typically with a coaching change, and the reality is you also have to evaluate the roster, and you can't fit that square peg into a round hole. Whatever your system is, it's got to be catered to the personnel you have. You can't go the other way around, and I think that's what separates oftentimes the good coaches from the great ones.
Well, he doesn't have a clear path to the hoop, so why not? I mean, pull up and bury the three in transition.
For Montreal, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Šarić looking around. Booker finds Šarić. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
It's White on the wing. He's covered by Malone. Mack, good.
That's not who they want guarding him. I mean, the size mismatch is just too big. All he has to do is just keep attacking the rim.
Erickson outside. There's the pass to Malone. Booker in the post. For Las Vegas, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Mack, the pass to Evans. White dishes to Mack. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And the dunk by Parker.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Here's White. Trains it from beyond the arc. White's got 6.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load. That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
To the middle. Here's Mack. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
ABC's checked in for Farrell. Free throw good. Mack. 1:39 left to play here in the first. Evans against Booker. Feeds it to Parker. And that one, good. Parker's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easy it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Here's Lawrence. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Erickson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Montreal shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first quarter. White against Booker. Out to White. To the paint. Here's Mack. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Mack's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Evans against Booker. From beyond the arc, Mack grabs the miss.
A scoreless quarter for him. I mean, you can see by his body language that he's getting discouraged.
And stolen by Booker. Down low. Malone, good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. White looking around. He kicks it to Matt. And the shot goes in.
It's all clicked into place for him this quarter. He's not missed a single shot.
Passes to Erickson. All alone. He can't get that one. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Las Vegas ahead. Up 6. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've seen from Las Vegas so far, guys, what are you seeing?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah. Love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
Here's Cartwright. On the court right now for Las Vegas. White is out there with Evans. Then it's D. Then it's D. And it's Lawrence in at the 3 spot. ABC passes to Erickson. Shot clock at 6. Pass to ABC. Second shot opportunity. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, easy call.
It's his first trip to the line. Shooting for Montreal. And he knocks down the first one. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the off-season honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
We're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. And the wide open shot from Evans bangs home the trifecta. Evans has got his first 3 points of the game. Erickson outside, pass to Cartwright. Fires the 3, but they'll get another chance. That shot, no good. Las Vegas leading by 7. White dishes to Matt, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. For Montreal, they've gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. And first time out of the game called for Montreal. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going. And you could see frustrations emerge.
And it's hard not to get discouraged on such an off night shooting the ball, but somehow they kept the intensity up. I mean, that was a really gutty win.
take a second to recognize the rookies who have been doing a terrific job distributing the basketball this past month. You look at Parker, top 5 in the NBA, and his teammates love him.
And he's been setting the table beautifully. I mean, that'll keep his veteran teammates really happy.
And here's White. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. Evans kicks to White. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. Mack, no luck. Last game for Las Vegas, they picked up the W against Memphis. Cartwright, the pass to Erickson. Cartwright with it. From deep. Mack grabs the miss. Mack's got rebound number 5 here tonight. White against Erickson. Las Vegas with a new shot clock.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
Here's Cartwright. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Outside, White. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Las Vegas leads by 15.
He's doing some good work from long range. I mean, he had 2 threes in the first quarter, and now he's got 1 in the second.
Montreal calls timeout. And this matchup with Las Vegas, it's their first meeting of the season. ABC's checked in for Parker. Montreal has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by Las Vegas.
And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for Las Vegas. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Aggressiveness is everything, and they certainly played with a ton of it to get that win.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
The pass to Erickson. The tray. Mack grabs the miss.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Passes it to ABC. For the 3. No good. And it's Las Vegas the other way.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
White, good.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Montreal calls timeout. We've seen Champ really having a great game.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
Checked in for Montreal. Booker comes in for Cartwright. This break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month.
I mean, it's about the pace they played with here offensively. They don't look like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
Well, Montreal shooting only 27% from the field, looking pretty ugly out there. Saric outside. No good again that time.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
No, doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answer.
And really deep three that time. And that's now 24 points for Champ.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage. Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Well, Las Vegas shooting has been out of this world. 74% from the field. Boy, he launched that one from way outside. White's got 27.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Absolutely relentless. They're in the flow and riding that wave for as long as they can.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Pass to Lawrence. Up in time. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Las Vegas ahead, opening up a huge gap. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Coach, it's early in the season, so what can you say about how things are going chemistry-wise so far?
I love our guys. We have a great group of young men that are competing hard, and it feels good because I know our guys are totally engaged and focused and giving us what they have.
Dwayne.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Checking out Las Vegas. Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
What a true demonstration of dominance. They made a commitment to owning the glass, and they made good on it. Blocking out, competing hard in traffic, that's the way you should play on both ends of the court.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Well, they gave up too many good looks. You look at the field goal percentage against them, this tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Champ.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Oh, man, what a tremendous first half. Okay, obviously he's feeling the flow, and he's looking to keep it going.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Brady, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still their defensive approach.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for Montreal, we've got Booker. Malone is out there with Saric. Then there's Parker, and it's Erickson in at the shooting guard position. Sharich, that's good.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Malone comes with the double team. White finds Evans. Back to White. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. To the inside, here's Mack. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Let's have a look at the league's top scorers for the past month. To say these guys have been hot is an understatement. And you look at White, a top 5 scorer in the league. What a player he is.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
And Mack drops them both. You know, Chris, every season we see teams in a given game or series. They just don't seem to have that same energy. What are some of the reasons teams fall flat?
Well, I think sometimes, the stakes are a little bit higher in the playoffs. The other team is playing hard. Some teams have never gotten to that level before. Some teams, let their guards down at times. Then you try to turn it on, but you're already on the ropes.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
Yeah, he's just not giving the ball up. He's passing with a purpose, and it's leading to scores.
For Montreal, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
First one falls for him. And he makes both free throws. For Las Vegas, they've gone 4 for 4 since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Inside, here's Evans. Banked in off the glass. Evans has got 5.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Erickson outside. Evans with the steal. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Back to Mack, kicks to White. To the inside, and that one is hammered home.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, the results are clear as day. Great approach coming into the third quarter. We'll see if they can keep it up.
Booker with no one around. Montreal again missing.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
From deep three-point range, and another 3 for Las Vegas.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Montreal has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
No, because it's gone dead silent in this arena. What a fantastic performance here on the road.
Pass to Erickson. Shot is good off the back rim and in. 1:05 left to play here in the third. Booker against White. And another 3 for Las Vegas.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
And the pass to Saric. And Booker kicks to Saric. Pass to Erickson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. White with the defensive effort. Las Vegas has gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Yep, that one goes in there. ABC's got his first points of the game.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Saric outside. From downtown, Malone. Mack grabs the miss. Mack's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Good, another from 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Erickson outside. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. And so it's Las Vegas. holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court right now for Las Vegas. Evans out there with White. Then it's D, and it's ABC, and it's Mack in at the 5, down low. Pass to Schultz. Over Mack. Mack grabs the miss. Mack's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
O'Connor the pass to Cartwright. Hits the three-point bomb.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
From deep, connects again from distance.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. White the pass to Mack, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Just a dream scenario for them so far. Their offense looking like an oil machine.
Here's Cartwright. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now here's White. He's guarded closely. Mack, good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots. Range.
Down low, here's O'Connor, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easy it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Here's White, and again for 3.
There it is, a shot that puts him at the top of the record book.
Well, Greg is now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing. Here's Cartwright, trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. For Las Vegas, they've gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the 4th. A perfect 6 for 6. White, good from 3.
And that is a 3 that will put him in the record book.
A historic performance by a historically good shooter. One of the best games anybody has ever had.
And he takes a breather from his ongoing 3-point barrage. What a game.
Doing damage, Greg, on the road. Talk about a big-time performance. Wow.
I mean, this is the definition of being in the zone. Nobody can stop him from deep, and those shots keep on falling.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, Champ.
And, guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let-up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Person against White. It's rebounded. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that...
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes. Mack with the ball. He's against Evans. Three-pointer. Tipped away.
And the great shooters know opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Las Vegas.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Champ.
He was tonight. For layups and open jumpers on what seemed like every possession.
To the middle, here's Mack, and a...
They just blocked out the noise, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
Pass to White. Here's ABC. Here's Schultz, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they played out there. It's just selfishness, just a total team effort.
Releases. Can't nail the jumper. So we see Las Vegas taking the W here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.